The V8 has returned to the Lexus IS. Hallelujah. Today we get a brand new product reveal. It is called the 2022 Lexus IS F Sport Performance.
The way I see it, the true measure of a sports sedan is visceral. You can sense it. A primal urge to outperform. And a natural instinct to react. A linear connection between intent and action. Confidence inspired. Naturally aspirated 5-liter V8. Quad exhaust. F Sport Performance.
So this is very much like the Lexus IS 350 F Sport, which has the 3.5-liter V6, but now we got a 5-liter V8, 472 horsepower, 395 pound-feet of torque. So this is the awesome V8 that Lexus has had for a little while. It is found, of course, in the LS. And when I did a review of the 350 F Sport a couple of weeks ago, I loved the car, but I found it was lacking in one main thing, and that, of course, is powertrain. Now we get the glorious, glorious return of the V8. And Lexus actually is bringing something forth for the first time. It's called the F Sport Performance line. So currently we have the F Sport. This is the F Sport Performance. Lexus seems to be breaking up their brand into a couple little sub-brands, a couple little subcategories, kind of like what BMW did a couple of years ago when we had BMW. We've always had BMW M, and now we have these little divisions within M Sport and so forth. So now we're getting the F Sport Performance line. The V8, of course, is one of the best sounding V8s around. There's so much more power in this V8 than, of course, there was in the 3.5-liter V6, which had only 311 horsepower. That was my biggest complaint about the vehicle, not enough power. Now we get 472 horsepower at 7,100 RPM. Now, for those of you who say that this really isn't enough power, I need more power, I need 500, I need 600, that's not really how Lexus does things. Lexus nowadays is really more about this Lexus driving signature thing that they have going on, which is really about driver interaction, and it's really about having a more visceral experience. And the V8, naturally aspirated V8, is really visceral, and it sounds absolutely amazing. It sounds unique in the market, and that is what Lexus is really going for now. They're going in this direction of not just the raw numbers, but really the whole driver experience. Slap a like on today's video, and if you're new here, please subscribe. I'm posting videos 3 to 4 times a week, including news and new car reviews. So the V8, of course, sounds amazing. It is the same V8 that you get in the RCF. They say it's inspired by F models like the RCF. The transmission is the same 8-speed dual. The transmission is the same 8-speed sport direct shift transmission. It is currently in the IS300 and the IS350, the rear-wheel drive model. The all-wheel drive model gets a 6-speed transmission. and it has these different drive modes, including Sport S and Sport S Plus. It does have EPS steering, which I found to be pretty good, actually, in my review of the 350 F Sport. I'll link it up above. And they haven't made a lot of other changes. The cabin looks to be the same. It looks to have the same infotainment system, and they basically just addressed the most important aspect of the vehicle, which is the engine. Now, it does come standard with the dynamic handling package, which is an adaptive suspension. It includes a Torsen limited slip differential, and I found it works really, really well in the canyons. It helps rotate the car on corner entry, and it makes the car a lot more neutral. It really reduces understeer, and I found the damping qualities to be superb in the IS 350 F Sport. It does have 19-inch wheels. They are a little bit lighter than the wheels that you even get on the F Sport. They're a pound lighter, and it does have quad exhausts. Looks very much like the RCF. So F Sport Performance is a new line within Lexus, and this comes with leather-wrapped steering. So the Lexus F Sport Performance is basically a new line within Lexus. It comes with a heated leather-wrapped steering wheel. It has these special badges on the doors. Looks like they're going to give it some special instrumentation as well. And of course, all of the Lexus products comes with Lexus Safety System Plus. That's the least interesting part about this car. The most interesting part is the fact that it looks like you will be able to do some really nice power slides with it. No word on pricing yet, but we know that the RCF starts at about $66,000 with a V8, and I think this is going to have to come in at a similar type of pricing. I'm expecting it to be a relatively limited model run. I think they're going to be very difficult to get. So my guess on pricing, this is not verified, I think it's going to be starting north of $60,000, which is, maybe an $18,000 premium over the current Lexus IS 350 F Sport, which starts in the mid-40s. So if the RCF is at about $66,000, I think they're just going to have to bring it up to similar type of pricing. I'd love to see it at like $55,000. Don't know that that is going to happen. Let me know down in the comments if this is a car that you would consider as a daily driver. We know it's not going to get amazing gas mileage, but it is going to sound amazing, and it looks amazing too. And Lexus has finally addressed the biggest concern with this car, which is the lack of power. This is really going to make a big difference. 0 to 60 should be in the 4-second range is what Lexus is saying. Subscribe if you're new. My name is Eric. I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching.